Welcome back to the channel, Coin Lovers. Today we're diving into the top 4 most valuable Roosevelt dimes. While most dimes are only worth 10 cents, certain rare years, minting errors, and pristine conditions have pushed some of these coins into the hundreds or even thousands of dollars in today's auction market. If you've got a stash of old dimes lying around, you may be holding onto a treasure. Let's get started. First up, the Roosevelt dime of 1978 without a mint mark is a fascinating coin that continues to attract the attention of collectors and investors alike. Even though it might appear as an ordinary dime at first glance, its history, design, and presence in today's coin market make it far more special than many realize. In circulated condition, this coin carries the weight of time and use, yet it also carries big value in the modern collector's world. The history of the Roosevelt dime began in 1946 when it was first issued to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, a leader remembered for guiding the nation through the Great Depression and World War II. By 1978, more than 3 decades of continuous production had firmly established this dime as a central piece of American coinage. That year's issue without a mint mark comes from the Philadelphia Mint, a facility known for striking coins without adding a letter designation during that era. The obverse of the 1978 dime carries the bold portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, designed by John R. Sinek. His dignified profile faces left, with inscriptions of Liberty and In God We Trust, highlighting America's values. The year 1978 sits proudly beneath his portrait, and the lack of a mint mark identifies it as a Philadelphia strike. This combination makes the coin instantly recognizable to collectors. On the reverse side, the coin features a torch at its center, symbolizing liberty. Flanking the torch are an olive branch representing peace and an oak branch representing strength and independence. These 3 elements together send a powerful message of American ideals, and this design has remained iconic for decades. Surrounding the image are the inscriptions United States of America, E Pluribus Unum, and 1 dime, making the coin a statement of unity and pride. The 1978 Roosevelt dime was struck in a composition of copper-nickel with a copper core and a cupronickel cladding. Weighing 2.27 grams and measuring 17.9 millimeters in diameter, it has the durability needed for circulation, but also the brilliance to stand out when preserved. Even in circulated condition, the 1978 dime can retain its distinctive appeal with clear details and a pleasing patina that showcases its journey through decades of use. What makes the 1978 no-mint mark dime especially interesting is its role as a bridge between the silver Roosevelt dimes of earlier years and the fully modern clad issues. Collectors see it as a key representation of the series during the late 1970s, a time when coinage was adapting to the economic and cultural shifts of America. Its position in this historical timeline increases its importance. The rarity of the coin emerges when considering condition and collector demand. While many were minted, most circulated heavily, leaving relatively few survivors that remain attractive to collectors. Even in circulated condition, the 1978 dime without a mint mark is respected because it connects history, design, and scarcity in a single coin. Collectors today value the coin's circulated state because it tells a story. Each scratch, mark, and tone reflects decades of movement through pockets, purses, and cash registers. Instead of diminishing the coin, this history enhances its uniqueness, making it a treasured piece of everyday American life preserved for future generations. In terms of demand, the Roosevelt dime series has grown stronger over time. Collectors seek to assemble full date and mint mark sets, which means that every year and variety holds importance. The 1978 Philadelphia issue is a must-have in these collections, and its circulated condition still ensures desirability because of the demand for complete sets. The action market for Roosevelt dimes continues to surprise collectors and investors. Even circulated coins like the 1978 no-mint mark dime are achieving strong results, as demand pushes their value higher. The beauty of this coin lies not only in its design, but also in the fact that collectors know it is becoming harder to find coins with detail preserved after decades in circulation. The current market value of the 1978 Roosevelt dime in circulated condition is steadily rising. While it may start as a small coin in pocket change, Its collector premium gives it a big value relative to its face value. Auctions and private sales show that buyers are willing to pay multiples of face for quality circulated examples, making this coin a rewarding find for anyone who recognizes its potential. Tips for collectors include paying close attention to condition and detail when selecting a 1978 dime for their collections. Even circulated examples with strong design clarity and less wear are highly prized. Another wise approach is to store these coins properly once acquired, as protecting them from further wear only helps preserve their value in the long run. Another exciting element to watch for with the 1978 dime are striking variations or errors. Collectors prize unusual anomalies such as off-center strikes, doubling, or planchet issues, which can greatly increase a coin's market value. Even in circulated condition, an error coin from 1978 can bring exceptional prices at auctions. The symbolism of the Roosevelt dime continues to resonate with collectors. It represents courage in leadership, peace through unity, and strength through independence. The 1978 issue adds to this story, standing as a reminder of America's resilience during the late 20th century. Collectors are drawn not only to its value but also to the inspiration it represents. In today's market, the Roosevelt dime of 1978 without a mint mark is gaining more recognition as a collectible treasure. Enthusiasts know that now is the time to secure these coins while they remain within reach. Their growing scarcity in nice condition and strong demand make them a smart choice for collectors seeking coins with lasting value. The 1978 Roosevelt dime, without a mint mark in circulated condition, is far more than just a piece of pocket change. It is a rare and highly desirable coin in today's action market, admired for its history, design, and collector appeal. With its rising value and enduring demand, it remains a coin that every serious collector should add to their collection as a piece of numismatic history with big value in dollar terms. Next up, the Roosevelt dime of 1967 without a mint mark stands as a remarkable piece of American numismatic history. While at first glance it may appear as just another dime from the late 1960s, in reality, this coin carries a story of transition, national pride, and collector demand that has only grown stronger over time. Today, in very good condition, it shines as a rare treasure in the action market, commanding attention and strong value. The Roosevelt dime series began in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, a leader whose legacy included guiding America through the Great Depression and World War II. By 1967, more than 2 decades had passed since the introduction of this coin, and it had become an inseparable part of American coinage. This particular year, however, marked a very special period in U.S. minting history, making the 1967 dime unique among the series. The obverse of the coin features the iconic portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, designed by John R. Sinek. His profile faces left, with the inscriptions "Liberty" and "In God We Trust" standing proudly beside him. The year 1967 appears beneath the portrait, giving the coin its specific identity. The absence of a mint mark immediately identifies it as a product of the Philadelphia Mint, which at the time did not use a mint mark on dimes. On the reverse, the design is equally striking. A flaming torch dominates the center, symbolizing liberty and enlightenment. On either side of the torch are branches, an olive branch representing peace and an oak branch representing strength and independence. Surrounding these images are the inscriptions "United States of America," "E Pluribus Unum," and "One Dime." Together, they make the 1967 Roosevelt dime a coin that represents more than value. It represents the ideals of America. The 1967 issue is especially important because it was minted during the transition from silver coinage to the modern copper-nickel clad composition. By then, silver was no longer used in circulating dimes, and the 1967 dime was struck with a copper core clad in cupronickel. This composition was both practical and durable, helping the coin survive decades of circulation while maintaining much of its detail, especially in very good condition. The lack of a mint mark on the 1967 dime is not just a small detail, it adds historical significance. In fact, during the mid-1960s, the U.S. Mint made the decision to remove mint marks temporarily from coins to discourage hoarding. Collectors had been setting aside coins with certain mint marks, causing shortages in circulation. By eliminating mint marks, the mint ensured coins like the 1967 dime would circulate widely, making the surviving pieces today a true reminder of that unusual time. Collectors view the 1967 Roosevelt dime as more than just a standard circulation coin. Its position in U.S. history, bridging the silver era with the modern-clad era, elevates its importance. Every dime from this year represents a chapter in the nation's economic and cultural story, and this makes it an exciting acquisition for any numismatist. In terms of rarity, while many 1967 dimes were struck, the challenge today lies in finding examples in well-preserved condition. Circulated coins typically show heavy wear, but when a piece surfaces in very good condition, with strong details and appealing surfaces, it becomes highly desirable. The rarity is not just in the date, but in the quality that collectors are searching for. The appeal of a 1967 dime in very good condition lies in the combination of age, historical context, and design preservation. Even though it may have circulated, its ability to maintain visible details of Roosevelt's portrait and the reverse torch design gives it an impressive look. Collectors prize coins like these because they tell the story of decades of American commerce while still presenting strong beauty. In the action market today, the 1967 Roosevelt dime is receiving renewed attention. Collectors understand that coins from transitional periods are always in demand, and the 1967 dime fits that category perfectly. The fact that it lacks a mint mark adds to the intrigue, making it stand out among other Roosevelt dimes of the decade. The current market value of this coin in very good condition is far beyond its face value. While it may have started as just 10 cents in pocket change, it is now sought after as a collectible, often selling for multiple dollars depending on preservation, detail, and overall appearance. Auctions and private sales consistently demonstrate strong bidding for quality examples. For collectors seeking to acquire a 1967 dime, the advice is clear. Look for coins with strong detail on Roosevelt's hair, eye, and cheek, as well as a reverse torch design that shows crisp definition. Even circulated examples that meet these standards can achieve excellent premiums in the marketplace, reflecting their demand and rarity. Another tip for collectors is to properly store these coins once obtained. Protecting them in coin holders or albums not only helps preserve their condition, but also ensures they will continue to grow in value as the years pass. Proper storage maintains their appeal for both current owners and future buyers. The 1967 Roosevelt dime also inspires interest for error coin collectors. Missed strikes, double dies, or unusual planchet issues from this year can elevate a dime's value tremendously. Even circulated error dimes from 1967 have been known to achieve spectacular results in auctions, adding another layer of excitement for collectors. Beyond its market value, the 1967 dime remains a symbol of resilience and change. It reflects America's ability to adapt its currency system while maintaining traditions of liberty, strength, and unity. Collectors are not only buying a coin, but also investing in a piece of national history that carries powerful symbolism. The 1967 Roosevelt dime, without a mint mark in very good condition, is a highly desirable and rare collectible in today's action market. With its historical significance, unique design, and growing collector demand, it represents far more than pocket change. It stands as a valuable piece of numismatic art that continues to rise in value and remains a must-have for every serious coin enthusiast. Next up, the Roosevelt dime of 1977 without a mint mark is a coin that carries both historical charm and numismatic appeal. At first glance, it may seem like an ordinary dime, but its background, condition, and collector demand tell a very different story. When found in very fine condition, it emerges as a standout piece, a rare treasure that has caught the attention of today's coin market and continues to hold impressive value. The Roosevelt dime series was first introduced in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, one of America's most influential leaders. Roosevelt guided the nation through the Great Depression and World War II, and his work in founding the March of Dimes campaign to fight polio made his portrait on the dime especially meaningful. By 1977, the series had already become a staple of U.S. coinage, trusted by the public and admired by collectors. The obverse of the 1977 dime proudly displays the profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt, designed by John R. Sinek. His strong and determined image faces left, with the word liberty boldly inscribed along the rim. The phrase, "In God we trust," sits just beneath, reinforcing the values of the nation, while the date, 1977, defines its identity. The absence of a mint mark shows that this coin was minted in Philadelphia, where coins of that time carried no identifying mark. On the reverse, the design is equally powerful. A flaming torch rises in the center, symbolizing freedom and enlightenment, flanked by an olive branch of peace and an oak branch of strength. The inscriptions "United States of America," "E Pluribus Unum," and "One Dime" surround the design, uniting the coin's artistic elements with its national significance. This blend of artistry and symbolism makes the Roosevelt dime much more than a small denomination. It is a symbol of America itself. The year 1977 holds a special place in numismatic history. By this time, the U.S. Mint was striking all dimes in copper-nickel-clad composition, with a pure copper core layered with cupronickel. This was a practical change that gave coins durability while preserving their silvery appearance. For collectors today, these dimes represent a key era of modern U.S. coinage and reflect the transition into a new age of American money. The lack of a mint mark on the 1977 dime adds to its story. During this period, Philadelphia minted coins were produced without mint marks, making them immediately distinguishable. This absence gives the coin an extra layer of identity, setting it apart from its Denver and San Francisco counterparts and making it more sought after among collectors who specialize in mint mark varieties. Condition plays a major role in the desirability of the 1977 dime, and those preserved in very fine condition stand out strongly. A coin that has survived nearly 5 decades while maintaining sharp detail on Roosevelt's portrait, visible lines in his hair, and crisp definition of the torch and branches is a rare and impressive find. Collectors prize such examples, as they show beauty and history combined. Rarity in coins does not always mean low mintage. It can also mean scarcity of quality examples. The 1977 Roosevelt dime in very fine condition falls into this category. While many were struck, far fewer have survived in collectible grades that show detail and eye appeal. This makes each surviving piece a valuable addition to numismatic collections. Today, the 1977 Roosevelt dime is in strong demand within the action market. Collectors are actively seeking examples in very fine or higher conditions, and these coins consistently attract interest and competitive bidding. The combination of historical background, striking design, and solid preservation makes them a reliable and attractive purchase. In terms of value, the 1977 dime, without a mint mark in very fine condition, is worth far more than its face value. While it started as 10 cents in everyday commerce, its numismatic appeal has elevated its standing. Depending on condition, collectors are willing to pay several dollars for each piece, with the highest quality examples reaching even greater figures at auctions and coin shows. For coin collectors, tips for acquiring the 1977 Roosevelt dime are straightforward. Seek coins that display strong details on Roosevelt's cheek, hair, and jawline, along with well-defined reverse elements. Even in circulated grades, coins with sharp features and minimal wear can command premium prices and are always in demand. Another essential tip is proper storage. Once obtained, a 1977 dime in very fine condition should be placed in protective holders or coin albums to safeguard its detail and prevent any damage. Preserving its condition ensures that its value will continue to rise in the years to come, making it not only a collectible but also a wise investment. Collectors should also keep an eye out for unusual varieties and minting errors. While the standard 1977 dime already carries strong value, error coins such as misstrikes, off-center strikes, or double dies from this year are known to be incredibly valuable and can multiply a coin's worth dramatically. This adds an exciting layer of potential discovery to each coin. The Roosevelt dime series as a whole remains popular because it honors a beloved leader, features timeless designs, and continues to inspire collectors of all levels. The 1977 dime, in particular, represents the strength and continuity of American coinage during the modern era and its presence in collections is always a point of pride. More than just a collectible, the 1977 dime is a piece of living history. It represents the commerce, culture, and craftsmanship of its time, reminding us that even the smallest coins carry big stories. Every collector who acquires one is holding a piece of America's journey in their hands. In conclusion, the 1977 Roosevelt dime, without a mint mark in very fine condition, is not just a coin, but a symbol of value, rarity, and collector demand. With its historical background, elegant design, and strong market appeal, it continues to shine brightly in the world of numismatics. For anyone serious about building a meaningful and valuable collection, this coin is an essential treasure and a wise choice for the future.